In the remote reaches of the Pacific Northwest, surrounded by dense evergreens and mist-choked ravines, lies Gray Hollow, a former timber town, now nearly erased from maps and memory. Once home to hundreds, the town dwindled to a few dozen souls after a series of unexplained disappearances between 1947 and 1950. Locals still whisper about the Still House, a cabin 2 miles outside town limits. It sits sunken into a forgotten glade, warped by weather and shadow. Ask 10 people where it is, and you'll get 10 different directions. But those who found it agree on one thing. The moment you step inside, the world stops, not just sound, but time, thought, and maybe even something deeper. Detective Marcus Hale wasn't the kind of man who believed in ghost stories. A grizzled Seattle cop forced into early retirement after a mishandled hostage case, he spent most of his time investigating cold cases for the state. It kept his mind sharp and distracted. When the file landed on his desk labeled, Cameron Lee Disappearance, he expected another missing persons puzzle. Urban explorer gets lost, probably fell into a ravine or froze to death. But the file was thick, over 200 pages, packed with erratic field reports, corrupted video files, and scrawled journal entries from one of Cameron's companions, Jessica Wren, who had since been institutionalized. Most damning was a series of body cam stills from Cameron's last known footage, time-stamped at 3:17 a.m., showing a boy standing backwards in a hallway. A woman, mouth open as if mid-scream, but the image was silent. A third figure resembling Cameron himself, face mutilated, eyes gouged. The last image was simply black. At the bottom of the file was a red-stamped addendum from the Oregon State Police. Do not re-enter site without authorization. High psychological risk. Hale was intrigued. The first person Hale interviewed was Jessica Wren. She had been at Crescent Pines Psychiatric Hospital for 8 months, diagnosed with dissociative psychosis. Her eyes rarely blinked, and her fingers constantly moved, tracing invisible patterns in the air. During the interview, Hale asked gently, "What happened in the cabin?" Jess smiled. "It's not the cabin. It's the land. The cabin just listens." She then began to hum a lullaby, soft, melodic, and old. Hale couldn't place it, but something about the melody made his skin prickle. When he asked where she'd heard it, she stopped humming and whispered, "He sings it when he walks." "Who?" "Eli. He's still in the walls." Later, Hale checked local archives. Eli Keene, age 9, vanished in 1948. His father, Arthur Keene, had reported erratic behavior in his journals. The boy reportedly spoke to unseen figures and drew mazes on the cabin walls with coal dust and blood. Neither Eli nor his parents were ever found. Despite warnings, Hale drove out to Gray Hollow, bringing with him a GPS beacon, a sidearm, and a dog-eared copy of Arthur Keene's journal. The town was nearly abandoned.